You are listening to ZTO-Radio.
You are the motherfucking shit. You are great. You are magnificent. You can do whatever you want to do in this world. Put your mind to it, put your grind to it, and you can do it. Get up, get out, get motivated, get inspired, get your motherfucking shine on today because you can.
Welcome to ZTO-Radio. I'm Frank, and with me as always is Scott. And this time, we've got, what are you calling yourself now?
Jerry Casper.
Jerry O'Connell is here from Sliders and all that shit.
Stand By Me.
Stand By Me, all that.
Joe's Apartment.
Joseph, that's a good movie.
Yeah. How dare you?
How dare you talk about Joe's apartment?
Like, just like that.
You're low battery on this one.
Fuck. Already? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
I'm already having fucking problems?
Yeah. We having problems.
God damn.
Anyways, you brought topics.
Yeah.
What are your topics?
Well, we were talking about it earlier. I was talking about, did you see what George Lopez did?
Oh, yeah, and you said that
The
George
Walk
Lopez...
of Fame. On Trump's Walk of Fame.
He peed on the Walk of Fame?
Yeah, pissed right all over it.
Fake.
Yeah, it'd been
Fake.
drunk
Jerry
off.
O'Connell is spreading fake news.
But-
This is a false news story. Jerry Colonial is spreading fake news. Do not listen to this man, Jerry O'Colon. He is spreading fake news.
Are you a Donald Trump supporter?
No. It ain't that at all, but...
Have you come on ZTO Radio?
I don't think...
I am really, really, really upset about, them giving him a star.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
He played us for the fool. The classic.
I was really offended.
This is getting good
that they even gave him one.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a real piece of shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm sorry if you guys feel differently about it. I know that this guy over here, he was saying earlier that he's really upset with how the liberals are treating his president.
Well,
Yeah.
somebody's got to do it.
You gotta...
No, I'm not fine. What's your next topic? Let's move on down the list.
Yeah.
Since we already talked about that before we started recording.
We're not
You guys like,
drilling down.
You guys
on
like
that
Woody Harrelson?
Who does it?
Yeah.
What's your guys' whoever wants to start first, what's your guys' favorite Woody Harrelson film? You can go first.
White Man Can't Jump.
Oh, nice.
God damn it.
Well, you can also have that as well. He doesn't ruin it for you that he likes it.
We each don't just get one.
Right.
I don't know, man. Kind of just, most of all, Cheers, man.
You don't like Kingpin?
Kingpin's alright. It's not as good as Natural Born Killers. It's not as good as, I like his role in fucking Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Huh?
No,
What's his name? You don't like him?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you won't watch it?
No.
You're one of those
White Man
guys.
Can't Jump off is badass, but I think they could have picked a better chick to be Woody Harrelson's girlfriend.
Who was his girlfriend?
It wasn't Rosie Perez?
Yeah.
It was on Rosie Perez.
Her voice
dance sensation
ruined
Rosie
her
Perez?
fucking
come
movie.
on now. No, it
She
didn't.
ruined her parts.
No, it was perfect.
She ruined her parts?
I mean, just how she was talking and everything.
In case you guys were wondering, we got a 3 root beer man here.
Yeah.
He's got 3 of them lined up like ladies in
No,
the
these
night.
are orange.
Oh, it's an orange. He's on a diet.
I just got one diet root beer.
So, what... Okay, so the Woody Harrelson. What's your favorite? What'd you say?
White Man Can't Jump.
Okay.
Same
Okay. I thought you were how upset you were about Kingpin.
Zombieland's pretty good.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Is good.
Yeah, I did too. He was the guy with the hat, right? The cowboy hat or something.
Yeah, he was. The guy that wanted the Twinkies.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
It came out in, was it 2009 or 8?
I don't know. I was an
only watched
adult
it,
person
like,
at that
twice.
time. How old were you when that came out?
I would have been 7th grade, so...
7th grade?
Probably...
In 2005?
14 years old.
I was like out in the world, man, mixing it up.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
In 2005?
I thought you meant 2009, I'm sorry.
Oh, you were
I
in
would have
7th
been
grade?
3rd grade.
In 2005?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ!
3rd grade?
That's what he said.
Oh.
How old are you?
Oh.
Huh?
How old are you?
We gotta discuss my age, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're young, so you shouldn't be that
You
upset
should be
about
proud
it.
of it.
I'm 35. Hi, I'll be 36 this month.
I just turned
What? How old are you?
33.
I don't know how old you are. I can't gauge it.
23.
23.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. It seems crazy to me when someone
wasn't so
says,
painful.
I was in 3rd grade in 2005, and I'm like, I was 5 years out of high school at that point. I had done
comment.
some of the craziest shit.
When did you graduate? 2000?
Yeah, 2000. I was born in 82.
Say we got Jake Hill saying Zombieland.
Zombieland, Jake Hill.
Zombieland.
Comedian
Jake
Jake
Hill.
Throw in
Hill.
there, if you guys know a Woody Harrelson movie that you want to throw in the mix.
By the way, Jake Hill, I
Yeah,
want to
I guess.
congratulate you. I hope your show did well over the weekend. I don't know if you did or not. That was this weekend, right? I think. Anyways, comedians, local, support them.
My name is JR Jr. I hail from Cincinnati. I just happen to live in Columbus. I'm a huge Bengals fan. Yeah, that should give you a good idea. I'm a big fan of things that don't work properly. That's why I've been married about 4, 5, or 6 years. Now, I feel some of you ladies in the room judging me. But you guys are going to be or have been 29 for like 3 or 4 years anyway. So like I said, I've been married about 4, 5, or 6 years. Now the thing about marriage is I don't know how to get gifts. That's not my love language. And I fucked that up. The first anniversary, I fucked it up, sir. I'm just being honest. We had a nice dinner. It was me and her. It was candlelight. She said, what would you change about being married? And I said, honestly, I take my last name back. I miss food stamps. Nobody told me we were going to lose all the benefits. Shit, child care is $1.99 a week now. Fuck being married. We should just go back to the way it was. Now, y'all laughing now until y'all come over to the barbecue and realize it's only hot dogs. And don't ask if they beef hot dogs either, because they whatever the fuck were 99 cents. That's what we have. That's what you're going to eat. And then you know how some of your cousins, they're assholes about everything. Where are your buns at? You don't see those 2 loaves of bread over there? And make sure you get your badass kids the ass in. And I'm tired of y'all kids coming to barbecues, turning plates over, wasting my shit. We see it. We see all of it. Things are changing for me. I turned 30 recently. That might not be old to some of y'all, but my body is fucked up. I don't think you understand. I took a shit at work so bad yesterday, I had to put my shoes on my lap as to not be recognized. It was terrible. It was people checking too, like, what kind of socks you got on? It was bad. No, for real, I farted a couple days ago. I had to consult my physician. It scared the shit out of me. I said, I don't know what it is, but it smells like gout, because I'm not eating red meat after this shit. I'm going through some things. I have 3 tax deductions. Call them like I see them. See, my kids, they have a problem because dad's not rich yet. They don't understand that I'm broke. Like, we can't even do the simple shit. Like, we were in fucking Audi the other day, and they said, Dad, can we have Captain Crunch? I said, no, go get that big 5-pound bag of Sergeant Berry. Like I said, it can only be found in Audi. If you're not familiar with Audi, you better grab a box or 2 while you're in produce, or you're going to be ass out when you get to checkout. Audi fucked me up the first time I went to Audi. I thought I was getting a good deal. I paid for everything. This bitch just put my shit in my hands. I'm like, damn, I'm 66 inches. I don't know if I can make it home like this. And she's like, well, the bags are 10 cents. And I'm like, what? I've waited my whole life for this shit. I got 7 years worth of bags at home in a drawer in my kitchen. Shit, I could leave bags for other motherfuckers in all reality. Let me know next time. My daughter, she ain't no better. She said, Dad, can we have Lucky Charms? I said, no, get the Shamrocks. Because I am broke. My kids get mad at me every year because we don't have Christmas till around about April or so. I just tell them that Santa's black. He'll be here about 15 minutes. Just waiting on that sleigh to drop these W-2s and we'll take care of you, little motherfuckers. Leave me alone. It's weird though, man, because like I said, I'm married as well, and I'm terrified of my wife. My dad said you should marry the one you fear. My wife is scary as shit. No, for real, like my wife is a thug. We were lying in bed one time and I said, babe, somebody kicking the door right now, what would you do? She looked at me straight in the face and said, I'll shoot through the floor. I bet they won't come upstairs. I said, shit! That is terrifying. That's a better answer than I would have gave. So I'm going to tell you how scary she is. One time I'm in Walmart dealing with this slow-ass chip breeder. And I see her in customer service, and she's dealing with a young lady who don't understand what happens. If you see a young African-American woman clap at you, that's a warning shot. Just let it be known. So I'm dealing with this slow-ass chip breeder, and she clapped at this lady, and she snatched some air. Now this is bigger than a warning shot. If you get a black woman snatching some air, so I had to leave my shit. And I get over there, and this woman, she ain't saying nothing to my wife, but she got all these hand symbols. And I said, babe, she might be deaf. And she looked at me and said, well, this bitch should have used her inside hands then. I bet she won't hear this ass whooping coming in, will she? That's what I'm dealing with. Scary. So the second year for our anniversary, she said, you know what? I am going to take over. I said, okay. And she said, we're going to make love to an R&B album. Now that sounds good until you start doing some math. Ladies, don't put that type of pressure on us. That's not okay. An album is about 15 songs and 3.5 minutes a piece. That's bad business. It's a lot of pressure. I'm trying to do foreplay into like song number 5 at least, just to make it through this shit. Bad thing about making love to an album, she knows exactly how you couldn't cut it. Like I came on song number 7. And number 1 was the intro. Number 4 was the interlude. Number 8 came on, she just looked at me disappointed. She said, this is why no neighbors know your name. This is bullshit, that's alright. So the next year, you know what, sir? I said, I'm fucking taking over this time. And I started taking extends. None of you guys familiar? Is this a Cialis crowd? It's a Levitra? I know one of you motherfuckers are familiar. Now with extends, they say you get 2 to 3 inches of dick in 2 weeks. I'm here to tell you it's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's true. Put it in his drink, he won't even know. What they don't tell you is diarrhea come with it though. I didn't know if I was coming or going. You know how hard it is to have an erection and diarrhea simultaneously? I'm trying to say, yes you do. That sounds like a terrible night, sir. I see the pain in your eyes, man. He said, yes. You know, I looked at your face and all I seen is just for 35 cents a day. But anyways, I was trying to sit on the toilet, couldn't even do it. You got said fuck it last week, it just pissed on the wall, just going through some things, but that's all right. I'm gonna tell you ladies a secret though. If you're with a fatter guy, do me a favor. Certain things about making love you guys need to know. Don't suck our tits. Don't do that to us. Let us ask for you to do it, and then that way we can feel a little bit more manly, because if you catch us off guard, it fucks us up. Seriously, you know another thing you shouldn't do, and my wife did this to me, it hurt my feelings. I was making love to my wife, she had the audacity to move my stomach to the side. That's just not the way you do things, lady. It's a proper protocol for that. What's supposed to happen is she's supposed to request that I go deeper. I'm supposed to do the math that we are currently out of dick. At that point, I move my own stomach to the side and I proceed to give her an extra inch or 2. That way we both maintain our dignity. Now, if you just move my stomach to the side for me, I'm just have to request you turn around. Now I'm dropping tears on your back talking about I came already because you made me feel bad about myself. Don't do that to us, ladies. Don't do that to us. That's all I'm saying. I know, man, you know another thing I want to do while I'm up here is I want to give a big shout out to the 2 black people in the room. It's nothing against the rest of you guys. It's a habit I've developed since the release of Get Out. I just got to know what the ratio is. I'm just being fair. If this was a coffee house, I wouldn't have performed. If it was any teacups in this motherfucker, I'd be out. I have no time for the sunken place. I'm just saying. Now, I know a lot of people with my particular hue are very upset at the election. They're mad at who the president is. And I'm going to tell you guys, I don't give a fuck. And I'm going to tell you why I don't give a fuck. You have to take advantage of every situation that you are placed in. So when Trump got elected, I just took advantage of, I applied for every job I wasn't qualified for too. Shit, fuck it. You ever been in an interview and they looked at your resume like an ID? Just... Sir, it says you need 2 degrees. What the fuck are you doing here? I'm gonna make your company great again. I said, well, how you gonna do that? I said, bigly. I got the job. The piss test is a different story though. Yeah, it's fucked up. It's hard to explain to your wife why you gotta take your son out of school at 2 o'clock. Just tell him it's a science experiment. Just piss in this bottle. Hurry up, we have about 6 hours to do so. You know, kids these days are nosy. They say, what does this have to do with science? I just ran to the light. You see how we turn this on and off and pay AEP? If you don't piss in this bottle, we won't be able to do so. Now hurry up, we have approximately 6 hours or so. Weird thing about my kids, man, you know, I love my kids, but kids, they don't realize the time they live in. They always want to take advantage of some shit. Like my kids, they want cell phones and they want things like Wi-Fi. And I'm like, no, fuck that. You got to start from the bottom like we did. You got to get a pager and some dial-up. No, for real, you think I'm going to give you a device that you can carry around porn in your pocket? Shit, I was jacking off the scrambled television and dial-up. I'll be damned if I give you LTE. That's just not going to happen. I know I'm not the only one. You ever had to jack off the dial-up? Man, that shit is fucked up. You be... Then you really be about to come and your mom fuck it up for you? Who's on the phone? That's that old school shit. Some of y'all are here like, what the fuck is he talking about? It's alright, I got a Blockbuster card still. It's cool. I'm old as fuck. I told you guys, man. I'm gonna tell you guys some real shit before I get out of here because I think no matter what you do, whenever you got a microphone, you got a little bit of power. So the first thing I'm gonna tell you guys is don't die broke. I'm for real. And not because it was my word of the day on my Samsung, but it's hereditary. You'll pass that shit right to your children. And I know firsthand because my father died, I took his phone number to keep it in his family, and I'm getting 2 generations of collection calls. No, for real, y'all have no idea how it feels to have Sally Mae and Blockbuster calling you at the same fucking time. I got somebody named CD Warehouse that keep leaving me voice messages talking about we got 12 CDs for $3. I don't know what kind of fucking deal that was, but I would like to take part in which. Some other assholes named Fingerhut keep calling. I don't know who the fuck they are either, but guess my dad owed. Blockbuster, they always ask me to return the Terminator. I'm like, which one? Like on VHS, and you better rewind it. Another thing I'm gonna tell you guys before I leave, and this is my real message, man, is don't believe everything that you see on TV, but just believe some of it. You gotta know how to decipher the truth. I'm gonna give you a perfect example. 2 years ago, you were watching the Super Bowl, a commercial came on that said, Samsung Note 7, it's about to blow up. You fuckers should have been paying attention, they told you. They had a commercial came on right after that and said it's going to be the hottest phone on the market. They wasn't bullshit. But now they are crucifying one of my heroes, Bill Cosby. They said he did a lot of foul things to a lot of women. And I'm here to tell you guys that none of that shit is true. Because I've done the research. And all the medicine they found in these women's system were prescribed by Dr. Huxtable. Alright guys, I'm JR Jr. Y'all have a good night. I think I just fucked up the mic. Oh wait, let me screw it back up.
dogs are barking and biting. Up back onto her baby roller so deep. They're chasing cars, drunk in high heels at bars. They'll stay some soul, 45 is a slave. We all know copy, couldn't go no for copies. Strange, bright books out to behold. Made the light coast, no doubt beside it. You'll never body by the stories we told. Nobody gets out like my brothers and sisters do. You'll never seen anything quite like it. Somebody leave it all on the floor. Show the animals here at the zoo. Show the animals here at the zoo. Show the animals here at the
What's your next topic, by the way? Number 3.
It's kind of a weird one, but...
Oh, is it? Where are we going?
Who in here listens to Santana, and what do you like about their music?
Oh.
Their music or his music? Santana?
Their music.
So you're saying Santana the man or Santana the band?
The band.
Santana's really
a man.
He's the
guitarist.
Yeah.
The guitar player.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
he
saying.
Is Santana.
That's kind of like saying, do you like Nick Cave or Nick Cave? Right? Or what would it be? Do you like Tom Waits and their music?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like Santana. Scott probably does enjoy them on some degree. I think I've heard him with the guitar work. He appreciates a guitar player.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like Spanish sounding music. So
I think it's not even Black Magic.
Oh, I think that's a
Black Magic. I don't. This is my thing. If a guitar sounds like it's trying to fuck me, I don't want to listen to it.
And he does that face when he plays too.
Brilliant.
We gotta think he's probably in his late 70s, I'd say. They came out.
They played Woodstock.
I'm not gonna say that I don't like. I'm sure he has. I'm sure he has one song that I probably enjoy. Wow. Everybody tends to, even bands that I don't like. Well, I can't say that across the board because like Linkin Park were terrible every time.
Yeah, I never liked.
You know, there's bands that suck, but like bands that I don't really care much for. There's like Grateful Dead. Everybody loves Grateful Dead.
I like Grateful Dead.
Just saying this the other day.
There's one song that I like.
Yeah,
and it's
blasphemous to really say that.
Yeah, my dad
to people because
my dad don't like Grateful Dead either.
Well, you gotta look at it like Fish. I personally don't like Fish that much, except for the one studio album they put out like a few years ago called Fuego. I really like that a lot. But they're a culture that listens to the live recordings of shows more than any studio album. Just like Grateful Dead, they'll be like, yeah, that's like the 75, whatever concert. They reference specific weird live things. And if you're all about it, more power to you. Right. I can't get into it. Touch of Grey's good.
Trucking.
No, trucking. I don't want to hear a song about trucking.
I knew you would.
I don't care about trucking. I don't give a fuck about it ever. Never once have. Don't care if you're on a convoy. Don't care what you're hauling. You can fucking do your job and quit singing about it.
What if you got like a long way to go but a short time to get there?
See, I could get behind that, but that's because it's related to a Burt Reynolds movie that I really like. There's no Burt Reynolds movie that's for Grateful Dead's trucking.
Yeah.
It's not even cool enough for a Burt Reynolds movie, I don't think.
Yeah. It's another one of those, we really, respect somebody, think they're great as they are.
Don't want to deal with it.
But I just, Bruce Springsteen and Prince.
Like we were talking about Nirvana. I feel the same way about Nirvana. I think that Kurt Cobain was a mind that we should look at as like, he's an artistic mind, relevant, changed the course of musical history. Also, I don't want to fucking listen to it. Other than the Unplugged album, I'm not listening to Nirvana. I was always more of a Stone Temple Pilots kind of guy, or a not at all kind of guy, really. Because I think at that time when that music was coming out, I was more listening to Pantera and Testament. A lot of Testament and Metallica. This is before Soulfly came out, but
I still at that time wasn't afraid though to like Bush,
right?
Or you know what I mean, like Alice in Chains and
Alice in
bands
Chains. Alice in Chains. I had that was my first tape I ever bought. Was Alice in Chains, Jar of Flies. It still fucking holds up today. Go listen to it. Stone Temple Pilots Purple was like the second tape I ever bought. And that was a big thing for me, like to spend that money at such a young age. I didn't have it, I had to like save allowance and shit to buy a cassette. Fucking crazy. Well, I was thinking, I was listening.
You must not have had Columbia House.
Oh, I had Columbia House, and I'm probably part of the reason why that company went down the tubes.
Because everybody just ordered CDs and never paid them.
Right. Yeah. But then you'd always...
They always want to send
They want to... If you didn't make sure to cancel it, they were going to send you something anyway. So I ended up with like an Aerosmith CD I didn't want. I think everybody had that Aerosmith CD.
Honkin' on the Bobo.
Yeah. Is that what it was called?
Was that the one with the cow on it?
There's a gas station on the cover of the one that I had. I think I had it in the brown.
I think Honkin' on the Bobo.
I knew what it was. I was like, this is that goddamn Aerosmith album that I forgot to fucking tell him I didn't want, and I left it in the box. And then one day I'm like, it might be good. Let's listen to it.
Right.
I forgot I didn't like Aerosmith that much. So that's Aerosmith's another.
I got into
a lot of appreciation for it, but there's like only 2 or 3 songs.
I like the first 2 albums they did when they first started.
It's definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Some people are just really into these fucking bands. Like I know people that are crazy about the Eagles. I like the Eagles a lot. I mean, they probably, out of classic rock bands, they probably have more songs than... I mean, we're not going Crosby, Stills, and Nash level here, but they have like a lot of good songs. Some people just go fucking crazy for the Eagles, man. They'll fucking...
There are stars
that's
in the southern sky.
Yeah.
Someone done pissed off that elephant.
Okay, number 4.
Honkin' on a Bobo.
This one goes out to Scott. This is only for Scott.
It's only for Scott.
It's all on Scott.
Is this because it's a basketball thing?
Let's go.
Hold on a minute.
We'll see.
Hold on a minute, because I feel really neglected here. You can't just do that. You can't just be like...
You never told me those were the rules.
You can't just say, this is only for Scott. Okay?
Yeah.
I can say a thing if I want.
He knows things.
Yeah. I'll cut you out of this whole episode. Do your bit. What's your line?
Go for it.
How does Mr. Scott here, right over there?
Yeah, this guy. Not me. Fuck me. I'll be back here. Cool.
How does he feel about LeBron James going to the Lakers?
I have nothing to say about this.
I don't feel much about it at all.
Come on,
honest with you.
See, hold on. Before we get into this, I tried to the last time we did an episode, this had already happened, and I totally circumvented it. I went around it, or is that the right word?
Yeah.
I avoided it because
it.
My friend Scott likes his team, and his team had a horrible thing.
I'm not too big on sports, but I watched a lot of those games this year, even when they were against the Celtics.
Is that your team?
Yeah,
yeah.
I think I think they did pretty good this year. I mean, I got a feeling.
How do you think that they came about? How do you think?
Well-
How do you think they dealt with the spread? Is what I want to know.
I mean,
Like, there's a lot of RBIs happening, obviously.
That's baseball.
Touchdown.
yeah.
Yeah, no.
Touchdown game ball.
I don't watch baseball, so I don't.
No,
I
it's
couldn't tell you anything
I'm sure Scott.
about that.
I'll answer for Scott. He hated it.
Yeah. I hate it.
I mean, on the first two games,
He just had his first interview since doing the free agent thing, and it just happened to be on the same day that he had opened up this new school in Akron and giving third and fourth graders an education and
That's where
possible
he's from, isn't it?
college education too. So he just opened his school, and then he had his little Lakers interviews. How could you be mad at somebody like that? I can't stand the Lakers. I wish him nothing but the best as a man.
Yeah.
But I just hate the Lakers. I don't want to see it's
would
it's
you
like
go-
seeing the rich guy do better. You're like, no, he's already been rich all the time. He's had like all these 15 championships. Can he just not be good for a while?
The way I kind of look
But
at
no,
it,
we want the Lakers to be
you
great.
can really compare it. If you've ever seen the film Breaking 2, Electric Boogaloo, they dance to save the rec hall.
Mm-hmm. It's very true.
I mean, you can look at like, what are their names? Boogaloo Shrimp. What's the guy's name? The dancer guys. The two dancer guys that come and save the fucking rec hall. Those guys are both combined LeBron James.
Right.
So he was kind of saving the rec hall. It is sad to see him leave the rec hall because it's probably going to get tore down by you know developers. Or no, this is what it is. Ernest goes to camp, right?
Yeah.
LeBron James is Ernest, man. They ain't gonna take this camp, but they are gonna probably take the camp because he did leave. Ernest left to go to a different camp.
well,
Yeah.
J.R. Smith, he fucked up that whole play.
Oh, don't
On the
blame
first-
JR.
oh.
It's the people, basketball
Come
fans
on.
that don't know shit. Always blame JR for getting a damn rebound. Problem started way before that. The whole game
Well, the
was
first lie
officiated
said-
very horribly. That overturned, charge, block call that they didn't. They just, we're going to set a precedent here of doing something for the first time and overturn this call. But besides that, Kevin Love fouled Steph Curry at the end of the game on a layup, which is stupid. When you're down by 2, you learn this stuff in, middle school basketball.
Yeah.
If you're down by 2 and somebody does a layup, don't foul them as well. And if you do foul them, just hug them or whatever. You know what I mean? So he lets him get the foul.
That's
And he gets him.
Motherfucking hug.
So he gets the and one, so they go up by 1. So the whole last sequence shouldn't even have happened. It should have been LeBron, dribble, game-winning shot. But, so, Kevin Love fucked up. George Hill missed the free throw. And then JR, all he did was get a rebound and pull it out. And, he should have fucking shot it, but,
I think the coach
it might not have
should've-
went in. Who cares?
Once he's seen him running back,
They were fucked way before that thing happened, so.
once he's seen him running back, on the court,
Yeah,
coach should have just timed it out right there.
timed it out.
A lot of things seem easier in hindsight.
I don't
they?
think.
I have no advice for any basketball players or non-basketball players because I suck at most
I'm
things.
getting used. I mean, I thought this year I got into it pretty good. I think
You got into it?
Yeah, I mean with the Celtics.
You sound like a guy who's trying to start to smoke. Yeah, I had a couple cigarettes today.
Yeah, give it
I
a
feel
chance.
pretty good.
It's probably gonna become as popular, if not more
Right.
popular, than the NFL in the next few years.
Yeah.
I've just always liked basketball way more than
I was
every
hoping-
other sport.
You
I
know
was
what
hoping Houston would have beat Golden State.
This
but-
would be a good sports corner time too,
right.
because we're going into football season.
Oh, I thought you were
And
going to talk about that
my-
new
Yeah, look,
My
look right there.
Oh,
my Bengals gear ready for football season.
who
I don't
day,
even,
huh?
I don't even know
Who
if I-
day, huh? Who day?
Who day?
Huh?
Who day? Who day?
Who day?
Who dat?
I don't know if
And the blowfish.
this is breaking news actually.
Oh, really?
About Urban Meyer and the Ohio State Buckeyes.
Oh yeah, did they say that today on the news?
Urban Meyer on paid administrative leave.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I wonder what
Yeah,
that's all
because
We
about.
were about to go
lie.
championship this year.
What's that all
We're
about?
about to lose our coach.
What did he do?
He
told that
knew
lie.
knew about some
Gambling?
domestic abuse from a
Oh.
lower level coach, and
And he went,
covered it up or didn't say anything.
he told all the news reporters nothing was happening, right? Is that what he...
something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something like
and,
that.
What is the
now
now,
he's-
this is a good
he's
this
in
is
some
wait,
tr-
this is a good thing to
he's
parse
in
here.
some trouble.
What if you find out someone you know is getting abused in their domestic setting? What's the best protocol there?
Right.
Do you run right to the police? Is that your job? Are you the hero of the day?
There's the Title IX stuff though.
Yeah.
Like it's your legal obligation in certain situations
Oh yeah.
and settings that you have to report.
Right. Well,
that
if a
stuff
child's
to the proper
involved, every
authority.
time right away. But any action over there on the talk box? What's happening? Looks like a lot of things are happening. There's people on the thing. But we are still recording. So I just want to go ahead and give a plug to Ray McGuff or Randall W. Wotan's book here. It's called A Crimson Autumn. I had to look at it to make sure I knew what the fuck it was. But yeah, you should buy this. It's on Amazon. I just started reading it today. I can read a little bit for you if you like. Just random page. Random page.
Okay.
Now he stands in front of the castle of a home they built on the backs of the poor, his mind flashing back and forth between his past and his present, her 95th year and his 45th. Two people that would live together in misery. He adjusted his tie, pulled a flower from his lapel, a card from his pocket, and walked up the front steps. You can read more words like that in this book. Check it out on Amazon, Randall Wotan. You can also see him this Saturday, live premiere of our short film starring Scott and Randy. It's called Condemned. We're gonna be streaming it at 10 p.m. featuring the music of Elk. You can download their album at elkohio.bandcamp.com, and you can. Where can we get your album at, sir? I'm just putting him on the weird spot. What's your next topic? Let's get back into this.
All right. 4 and 5, yeah.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
Yeah, it sounds like you don't want to read it.
Yeah, you see my shirt.
Who is your favorite character on Howard Stern?
Character
about-
or person? Are you talking about
Doesn't
Whack
matter.
Pack? Where are you going?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
No,
You sound
don't matter.
disheartened. Have we broken you today? Are
Huh?
you too nervous with the internet happening? No? Was there
I
any
know.
comments, by the way?
There's a few.
Anything
A few
interesting?
over there. Derek says something about
I like
going
Hank.
to
He was one of the best.
RFYL tomorrow night.
RFYL.
FYL.
Derek Collins said that?
Dunson.
Dunson.
Sorry. Fish.
Oh, that's a Ride for Your Life. No, I will not be going to that. Good luck to you, sir.
Was it a motorcycle event?
It is a. I think Bones are playing, but it is a charity event, I believe. I'm not sure of all the details.
If
I've got
He
to
can leave
work.
him in the
I've got
comments.
to work,
If
my
we,
friend.
Nah, I gotta work, and then I gotta watch my kids and stuff. Well, I'm not watching my kids. I'm
gotta
being
wa-
a dad.
you gotta watch-
I gotta
Wash
be a
your
dad.
kids?
I'm watching them.
Washing them?
You know what? Fucking here's some shit. Let me tell you what. This is a little inside baseball from my life. Somebody fucking called the cops on my kids because they said they were being too loud in the neighborhood. Now I believe that in the summertime, kids go outside. And admittedly, my kids fucking fight sometimes. But to call the police, I had a policeman come to my door and fucking knock on my door. Hello. Well, hello, sir. Well, the neighbors called and said they didn't know if one of your kids was dying. No, one of them did hit the other one, though. So that fucking led to some screaming. You call the police on me? I want to know who the fuck it was, because you can contact me directly. I'm just being pissed off on the internet. No, I don't want that shit, man. I don't need that shit in my
That's
life.
nobody's business but your guys'. That's
They
fucking
literally
bullshit.
don't. It's not like this has ever happened before, so it just fucking caught me by surprise. I made my son come up and I'm like, Explain to them why you're screaming. Evidently, the neighbors are fucking going nuts. I don't know. They think that there's death happening out in the yard.
No, that's a good opportunity, though, to ask the cop, can you just put the fear of God into him real quick? Can you just give him a little, please? Like, just give him that desperate parent thing.
So,
like, just please, can you...
Tell me, I hope that it's just not a weird thing. If you've had the police called because your kids are too fucking loud in the yard, let me know, because that's some goddamn crazy shit. It was fucking 6 p.m. or something. Get over yourselves, neighbors. Yeah, how do you feel about your neighbors? Let's let them have it.
Well, I got some good neighbors.
Oh.
I do.
Yeah.
My neighbors is horses, so...
they all just mind their own.
Scott just lives out here amongst the horses.
Yeah, they every once in a while, they just kick the barn really hard. I don't know what's going on in there, but sometimes they kick, it's like loud.
It's like, wow.
But then...
What's going on?
That's really...
That's all you're pissed off about out here.
He's not really pissed off.
Sometimes it was like,
You brought up the Howard Stern show. Scott really doesn't listen or watch.
I have been a lot lately.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
Like new episodes or old stuff?
New, mostly new.
I
because I have Sirius Satellite in my brand new car.
Wow.
In my brand new car.
Yeah.
What is it?
Scott's got a fucking. Oh man, it's like a sweet Ferrari.
What?
Yeah, it's a
Come on.
You get
Maybach.
It's a Rari.
You get that satellite radio. Is that what it is?
It's a what is that? A beer bong and a Bentley.
So yeah, I've been picking up some Stern.
Oh yeah.
On the old
So
Sirius.
you've been listening.
He's only on the radio.
I haven't heard it for years. My favorite people on the show are. Well, I used to like Artie a lot, but he's evidently a piece of trash. I don't know. Any info? Hey, internet! Any info on Artie Lang? Is he a piece of trash? Because I heard
there's.
I haven't heard him once on the Howard
see how
Stern
many
show in the
comments
last
you would get about that.
couple months of listening to it. Because really, like, I drive an hour to work and back, and they'll either because they play the wrap-up show, which I was listening to.
That's good.
Michael
too.
Rappaport fucking.
He's
screaming
insane.
about like this guy on a plane tried to grab the door like
to open
a door while they fly, and he like stepped in and pushed him away, and like he was bragging about being heroic, and like I'm unapologetic. What I'm gonna brag about being I'm a hero. I'm a fucking hero, and he was screaming at this guy that was a police officer that said, that's what anybody would do. It's not real. Like, fuck you. I'm a hero.
He's hilarious. If you look back on YouTube, you can find some Michael Rappaport stuff where they're talking about they have a fantasy football league, and I believe he's in it, and he's kind of a dick. They get on and argue about it.
I remember they would have like game shows.
Oh yeah.
With their guys on there.
Yeah.
They would have like Beetlejuice against Gary and.
I think he kind of went away from that when it stopped being cool to like make fun of retarded people. Inappropriate word, but I'm still using it. Sorry guys, I'm old. It doesn't matter to me anyways. But anymore I don't really. I mean, it's all right, I guess. I haven't listened to it for a couple years, like I said, but I always liked Richard and Sal doing the prank calls and the stupid shit that they would do, where like the really gross, nasty, like
Baba Booey. I always liked him.
Yeah, it's mostly just interviews.
Yeah,
celebrity interviews.
That's what it was leaning towards. And they had some side stuff that they were doing, but it was mostly involving drama between coworkers and stuff like that. Yeah. So,
like, I tried listening to the news and shit on the way there, but it's too much politics. And he, at least, like, will sidestep it for the most part, unless he's talking to somebody that directly, has something happen that relates to politics. He just leaves it be.
Right.
Nowadays, I know enough about the world and what's going on. I don't need.
I try to avoid the.
I don't need the constant updates.
You can, get your
weekly recaps.
Oh, I definitely know most. It seems obvious a lot of the things that are happening. If you look at how our president is trying or threatening to shut down the government if they don't build this stupid fucking wall First of all, there's already a wall there. You can walk around it. Just go in the ocean a little bit. That's all it takes. It's not hard to get around it. Whenever he said he was going to make Mexico pay for it, clearly what he's doing is he's trying to separate fucking children from their families to cause problems there. It's a bully game. The whole thing's a bully game, and we're really trying to just stay out of it altogether. Did you have any other topics to avoid this horrible decline into the fucking there's no more politics?
We don't want to get too depressing out here, right?
No, I don't want to talk about it. It's terrible. You can turn on the internet anytime and get that shit. It will throw it right in your face.
Has anybody in this room ever tried the Taco Bell nacho fries?
Yeah.
He's always got a Taco Bell one of
He
them.
loves the Taco Bell. I had Taco Bell before I came here, to be honest with you.
Yeah, look.
No nacho fries.
I got a Taco Bell cup because I had it before I left the house.
I think they're fucking good. I've heard a lot of
Why do we have to keep combining foods, though?
It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, I don't give a fuck about them. I had them. I don't care.
I think they're good.
They're as good as a French fry. This whole French fry debate, it's a fucking French fry. They all are about the same.
They have French fries.
I mean,
everywhere you go.
Whoa.
Restaurant.
That was a fly, dude. That
fly right on the live camera.
We should have not said that.
No, we can say that. We have to say that. I saw it on the computer monitor.
I know, but like,
it was giant.
We just want it would be more interesting if they think that something's going to attack us.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
But did you see that thing going?
What? It's right there on it again.
Oh my god! It's Slender Man.
Oh my god!
Can we speculate? Should we speculate?
I think it is Slender Man.
I think it's Slender Man.
I think we may have also found an Illuminati.
Yeah, it's an Illuminati.
Definitely.
For sure. There it is again.
Yeah. Anyways, fuck. Where were we? Oh, the fries. Fries are fucking fries. No matter where you get them, they all suck. It's about condiments, honestly. I mean, and the best fries I've ever had were at some random ass place I can't even remember, and they were waffle fries, and they were covered in cheese. So that's basically all you got to do.
Liquid cheese or
liquid cheese?
Okay.
You know, got down in the crevasses.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, let's take a little break here. We're not moving on.
I know.
Wait, you got more?
No.
We're going to take a little break here. We'll be back on the live stream here shortly. So tell your friends. Tell your mom. We'll be back.
Yep.
You have to physically turn it off. They're still on there.
Yeah, we're still on here. Everybody
I'm not anymore.
Turn it off, Scott.
They can hear me, but they can't see me.
We are live on Facebook, America.
Hello.
You got Frank here, Scott, of course, working on the tech over there.
Here we go. See, your thing's not set straight.
No?
You know, it kind of gives you a warped sense of view for the world there. So you're going to fix that thing.
Some lo-fi tech.
Yep.
What do you got? What's your next top there, Louis C.K.? What's your name today? What is it?
Go,
Oh,
I
it's
guess we
Jerry.
could go from there.
This is Jerry. What's up? What's up, Jerry?
Okay.
Topic.
You guys think Tom Hanks will ever be in an actual horror film?
Horror film?
Yeah.
Like a horror film?
No.
No. Has he ever been in a kind of a horror film?
No. I don't think so.
No, I don't think he belongs.
The Burbs.
Yeah, the Burbs.
But
I think we
not-
do.
That's a spook
You
show.
finally saw that, right?
Spook shows have no blood.
Is that right? You've got a definition for a spook show?
Yeah.
I guess. Okay. Well, no, I don't think he'll ever be in a horror movie. There's no need for it. He's America's dad.
Yeah.
No one needs.
Neither will Tom Cruise.
No, Tom Cruise is.
He'll never be in a horror movie.
He'll also never take a fucking aspirin either.
He'll also be in the best action movie ever made.
Oh.
Just went to the theaters on opening weekend and saw it. Mission Impossible 6.
Well, we gotta have a review now.
Oh, Mission Impossible 6.
The sixth impossible mission.
The sixth and best Mission Impossible yet.
Really?
So.
I thought I heard bad reviews from this. It's interesting.
From who?
I don't know. The
Because
internet says things.
The internet's idiots.
I've never seen a single one of them.
Talk about
6 of them.
Yeah, there's 6 of them.
Shit.
This one,
Missed a few.
Tom took it up a notch on this one. He really did. With, man, he does a halo jump from 25,000 feet. High altitude, low open. Henry Cavill wanted to do it.
Why don't they just use CG?
Because that's what makes it so good, though. You gotta watch it like, you're like, because
he's gonna do it.
It's
See,
not.
that's the thing. If he died, they wouldn't have released the film. So
I think he
ultimately,
probably
it's
has a
already
clause in
ruined
there
for
that
me.
says, hey, if I die, just
Really, you think
leave
he
it
has
in,
a clause
leave it in
like
the-
that?
I don't know.
That
What would
sounds
what
crazy.
he films a whole movie and then at the very end he,
They did release
if
the
I
Crow.
if I did that and I did my own stunts, I'd be like, yeah, put that shit out. Like, why wouldn't you? We worked really hard for this thing.
I mean, they
so
did release the Crow, so who knows? Who knows?
no viewers yet, but yeah, I loved it. I think it might be the best action movie ever made.
Wow.
I'm not even.
I mean, I'm
I'm-
going to have to put a Conan the Barbarian up against that.
Yeah, but Conan.
Is that more of a fantasy movie?
Didn't ride a motorcycle through the streets of Paris or fly a helicopter.
Now you just make
I
me
always
want
like
that to
that
happen.
one Tom Cruise film where he was racing. He was like a NASCAR driver.
Days of Thunder.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 6
Six.
is a
sixth
5-star movie.
movie. Yeah, it's
The best action movie
yeah,
that you've ever seen.
yeah. Because I can't think of a single one that
Take it from Scott. Go watch it.
that there's been that much real shit happen.
I can't believe that they've made 6 Mission Impossible movies. That seems impossible. They've
and
done it.
Simon Pegg has been in the last 4.
Yeah, you said that. That kind of makes me want to watch them, but then also again my
And
in
Ving
my
Rhames,
insane
come on.
my
Ving
insane
Rhames.
dislike of Tom Cruise makes me not want to watch
I
it.
always like that one Ving Rhames film he did with Wesley Snipes. They were boxing.
Was that?
It was in prison. They were in prison.
Oh,
It was a later
talking
film. That was for Wesley
Now you're gonna have
Snipes.
to Google
Wesley
it.
God, and all
Snipes
that
and Ving Rhames.
bullshit.
Yeah, there's somebody watching. Help us
There's
out
2
here.
people watching. Does anybody know what the
Well,
movie
we need more
with?
watchers.
Does anybody know what the movie with Ving Rhames and Wesley Snipes is called? And it's probably not Sugar Hill. It's not Sugar Hill, is it? I haven't seen that in a while.
No.
Yeah, James
I
Ray.
thought it was.
James Ray. What is the movie with Ving Rhames and Wesley Snipes? Let's see what he says.
Yeah.
Let's see what James says. Come back to me, James. There are 6 of those fucking things. Oh yeah, Mission Impossible, man. There's 6 of them motherfuckers. Yeah. Jake's gonna look it up for us. See, we got people. We got people.
Yeah, we got people.
Thanks a lot, Jake.
I'm sticking by it though. I mean, come on, hit me with something. I know you're not an action movie guy though,
No, I hate him.
but
I hate him.
Is there any-
My version of a good action movie is, like I said, it's like Conan the Barbarian. That's fantasy.
yeah,
Adventure or whatever. Action movies, god damn, I can't think of a fucking single one I like, man. Maximum Overdrive, is that horror or is that an action movie? Or what is that? What is that?
yeah, action.
I mean, I guess I like Troma's War,
Yeah.
but that's a shitty movie. I don't think anybody's ever seen that. Have you guys seen Troma's War?
I don't
Yeah.
think so.
Oh, Undisputed, it says. James Ray came back with it before Jake. So, James Ray, your care package is in the mail.
Yep.
I don't know what that would be. I
Yeah.
don't know what that would be.
You're gonna want an all expense paid
You're gonna
trip
get this
for 2
shirt. You're gonna get this
to
shirt.
Walmart.
Love
Right off of
Chuck
his
Norris
body.
shirt.
I'm gonna just take it off, James, and
Yeah.
just mail it right to your house.
Musk
The
and
next
all.
day.
Chuck Norris likes his meat.
You were getting ready to
Chuck
say
Barris
Chuck
likes
Barris.
his meat so rare, he only eats unicorns. Wow. Damn. Undisputed was correct.
That might be
there's a
true.
validation.
Uh-huh.
That might be true because he still looks pretty good for his age, don't he?
Who's that?
Mr. Norris.
Mr. Norris?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mr. Norris
in his
also
late 70s.
the star of Walker Texas Ranger, as you said.
Oh, yeah.
Also the star of some of my favorite fucking
legend.
Action Jeans commercials or,
Delta
or ads, magazine
Great.
ads. Have you seen those? Fucking Chuck Norris Action Jeans.
No.
Yeah.
man. Yeah. It's not surprising.
You ever seen his kickboxing matches before he became an actor? I think it was before
Chuck
he became
Norris?
an actor.
I heard he kind of sucked, didn't
He
he?
did?
I don't know.
I never
don't
seen
know.
him.
We
Well,
fought Bruce
I wish
Lee,
there was like
so-
a thing like that we could look that up on or something. But
That had to have been one of his first movies because what year did that come out?
What
Him
movie
and
were you
Bruce
talking
Lee.
about?
Him fighting Bruce Lee on
Oh
that one
fuck,
movie.
man, you're out of my element. We're in action movies, dude. I'm a horror guy.
Yeah, the only time Chuck Norris ever sucked is when he sucked cobra's venom out of his own arm, and then bit the cobra and killed it, or something. I don't know. That's not a real Chuck Norris thing, but.
But we were talking. You had a list of topics. Do you have another topic? What was the last topic?
One more. Did you guys ever watch
Undisputed?
I've
seen Undisputed. No. You know how you're always talking about your what are you talking about?
Yeah, me and Dan, we're wrestling fans. Right?
Wrestling fans. Yeah.
Did you guys ever watch wrestling around the early 90s?
Oh yeah, I mean, who did? That was all there was.
I guess Vader passed away, which I just found out yesterday.
Yeah, and
it was 2 months ago.
Fucking Brian Christopher died too. I don't know if you remember him. Big Sex A. Oh, did you just find out from me?
Well,
he was. I think he was Jerry the King Lawler's son.
Oh, Grandmaster Sex A.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that? What was the
Grandmaster
cause of
Sex
his
A.
death?
Oh, I don't know. He looked like shit. He had just got arrested. I'm assuming something to do with drugs.
He just got arrested. That was his cause of death.
No, it was fucked up because Dan does the Exploder podcast, and he had just put up a meme that he made with that dude getting arrested, but then he just died. And I kind of wondered if he kept it up.
That's sad. No, I'm sad.
Yeah.
I didn't know the guy, but you know.
Yeah, it's always sad to see the person die.
Yeah.
Who else died recently?
I didn't know.
That's somebody else. Somebody else just
celebrities. It's like Vinnie Paul, but we already talked about
Vinnie
that
Paul.
one.
We talked about
he
that.
He died 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, died of AIDS.
No.
Oh, they never said.
I think it was a heart issue. Yeah, but I think, you know...
He's rocked too fucking hard, that's what happened, man.
If there's nothing sadder than only 2 members of Pantera being left.
And
because, I mean,
everybody
was such an asshole, like, they'll never get back together. Well, they fucking won't now, right? I mean, no matter what.
Let's be honest, you know.
Rex is not long for this, right?
Well, Vinny...
Last time I saw him, Rex Brown looked real rough.
And think about it, though, 20 years ago, if you would have said, 20 years... There's only going to be 2 of them left. Which
ones would you say were
You
left?
would say Phil.
Yeah.
You're like, Phil's definitely
Phil
done.
is dead.
Phil's
I know,
dead.
that's not...
No, but I think
it's
Phil...
not like, bragging on the guy, but out of, everybody in that time...
Right.
He was the one you would say...
On heroin.
Oh, my God.
Gonna be the one.
Yeah.
And no.
All that shit.
Phil's died, how many times?
I think he's immortal at this point. I think he's like... If the end of the world happened tomorrow, there'd be cockroaches and Phil Anselmo left.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking it. Maybe Iggy Pop. Because he seems to really be...
bands. And he's still in bands. And it's like he don't give a fuck how bad his voice is.
And the dude from Rolling Stones would still be around.
Keith Richards.
Keith Richards,
yeah.
Yeah, I saw a meme that was a picture of Keith Richards
Mick Jagger might too.
With his 2 daughters. And the meme said, when they die, he gets everything. they're like 20-something.
Yeah, they always say, Keith Richards could never be killed by any nuclear weapons. Because...
We definitely can't die from drugs. So.
And how much shit has he survived through?
They're commenting and everything.
Yeah, you got to keep up with the comments. That's why we're losing viewership.
We're not losing.
We're sorry,
it's
folks.
The same 2 fucking people.
We're sorry, folks. There's technical
still got 2
difficulties
people
on this.
watching?
Yeah, we got 2. Yes, we got the most important ones.
It is almost 1 in the morning on.
James Ray says it was Jerry Lawler's son. Oh, Nikolai Volkov died too. Grandmaster Sex A. He got arrested for a DUI and hung himself in jail.
Oh.
So, yeah. If you have a wrestling friend, touch in with them. See how they're doing.
Yeah.
It's a rough career path. You got to have a lot of respect for those dudes because they fucking put their shit
especially
out
the
there.
heavy set wrestling.
Probably a little bit of that CTE.
CTE?
Yeah, the football players are getting nowadays.
What's that mean?
From repeated blows to the head.
Oh, yeah.
Just turns your brain into mush. What happened to Aaron Hernandez? He killed those people, and then he hung himself in his jail cell.
Wow.
Yeah.
We took a dark turn.
Yeah, we just did 2 prison fucking hangs.
Every time we get into sports, it gets real dark anymore. Or sports entertainment, as we were talking about.
Things were when we won the championship.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not how it is all the time. That's not reality.
It's so fucking funny.
Reality is losing. Every fucking year is losing.
It's so fucking funny that he's like, let's talk about 90s wrestling, and then look where we're at. Look where we are at. We didn't talk about it at all. We dismissed it. We moved on.
We're now playing CSI.
You brought up, hey, did you guys ever watch wrestling in the 90s? Because I was an infant. And then we're like, yeah, we did, but guess who died? This motherfucker.
Speaking of that, specific thing, if you want to, stay on topic, remember Otis's take on, whether or not wrestling was fake? My favorite ZTO moments.
Oh, really? What did Otis say?
Otis is like, wrestling ain't real. Tell Owen Hart that shit ain't real.
I know that I may not be the smartest man in the world, and I may not have the best taste in clothing or music or lifestyle choices, but I do know one thing: NASCAR is the shit. And all you people is going to sit around telling me that it's not a real sport, that it takes no athleticism. Well, I'll tell you, I'll be damned if we're going to sit there and talk bad about Dale Earnhardt Jr. That's all I have to say. That man gave his life for the race. He seen that wall coming at him. He said, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna gun it. I'll survive on Dale Earnhardt. But he didn't. And you know who I blame? Jeff fucking Gordon. I ain't never seen a panty waist piece of shit in my life like Jeff Gordon. We gotta talk about Tony Curtis too. I bet you go all the way down the line, you ain't never gonna find a man who could race a car like Dale Earnhardt. Just pissed me off. Oh, people, you know what? You gonna always tell me my sports ain't sports. NASCAR's a fucking sport. The WWF is a fucking sport if I ever seen it. A man pick another man up. That fucking Tatanka. He got to pick the man up and fucking slammed him down. He don't care. Hey, a tough son of a bitch. And you guys gonna sit there and tell me that ain't real? I seen a man get hit in the head with a damn chair. Bust his teeth out and everything. Bust his face, bleeding out his head. That ain't real blood? That's real blood. That's real blood. You tell Owen Hart that shit ain't real. Well, you naysayers and all you blasphemers and all you sit around your golden palace and you talk about how football's the only sport that matters. Well, let me tell you something. What was there before there was football? That's right, NASCAR. That's what I thought. Go ahead, get your facts straight, bitches. Ain't nothing like a bunch of dogs, old dirty dogs.
That is true. He really fucking died right there. I think the most tragic thing about Owen Hart's death isn't that he died doing what he loved.
He died just...
It was because he died at a shitty pay-per-view. It wasn't even like a fucking WrestleMania. Yeah. It was like an In Your House or whatever the fuck it was.
And he was playing that character,
the blue asshole, whatever it was. Oh my god, yeah, that was just bad. I can't even believe that shit. What a way to go. You know, a subpar wrestling pay-per-view. Nobody's going to remember this character.
Is it Step or Half Bro, the British Bulldog?
Oh, I don't know.
Don't ask me, man.
I
know, like, Stone Cold and, like, Goldberg. I did just watch Ready to Rumble, speaking in 90s wrestling.
I love that shit.
Oh, yeah. It came up on, like, Hulu or something. So I was like, oh, yeah, Ready to Rumble.
Yeah, the thing about that, though, you bring up Ready to Rumble, it pisses off so many hardcore wrestling fans because there was a period of time where David Arquette held a wrestling title, like actually had it for a while, in promotion for that movie, I believe.
Yeah.
But I've seen wrestling groups, you know, because I share the Exploder podcast.
Yeah.
in these wrestling groups where people get real pissed off about old shit like that. It's like, why do you care? Why do you care? It's all for fun. It's like when people get mad about any little stupid detail in like Star Trek or Star Wars or something like that. It's a make 'em up. It's a make 'em up.
They're talking about how they're going to redo the Star Wars Episode 9 to make up for The Last Jedi. Like,
Here's an idea. If you guys want to rewrite Episode 9 or any Star Wars thing, take that energy. Take all that fucking stupid energy you have and put it into making your own goddamn thing for once. Fuck. Never once do they ever fucking do that. Like, it's like, well, I don't think they did a very good job on that vision that they had in their head. So I think I'm going to complain about this and hopefully change it for my own good. I'm not going to put my own fucking thing together from nothing. It's impossible. Try it. I've fucking tried it. I fucking tried to come up with, like James Ray said, all he did in the 90s was watch wrestling, play D&D. I've tried to put together a D&D type campaign before. It's fucking impossible. And that's not even a whole realm. George Lucas created multiple universe planets. Fucking planets with languages. Forget that shit. I don't have time for that. To critique anything like that any of these people are creating, if you don't create something yourself, is fucking void. It means nothing unless you're trying to do your own thing. As far as I'm concerned. Don't waste your energy, folks. No, the Blue Blazer was that character.
I thought it.
Yeah, the only reason it wasn't seen on TV was because of the time delay when Owen Hart passed away. And David Arquette had the WCW championship. We've really got a community helping us through here.
This is awesome.
But yeah, I'm a heart murmur. I've already got heart murmurs, Jake. Trust me. No, it just pisses me off. I get so tired of people sitting on the internet and being like, "This is all fucking. Oh, I would have done it so much better." It's hard to do shit, man. It's like really difficult to come up with a creative thing. Make it work, make it look good. Mm-hmm. We're trying our best to make something look mediocre, and I hope we're middling through this thing.
Yeah, even there's just a remake. Somebody gave you $50 million to make a remake of something.
Right.
You already have everything there, but then you can still fuck it up so bad.
Yeah, but remakes, to me, I've grown as a person who's 35 now, to be like, oh, they're going to remake that thing? Whatever, I'll watch it. If I don't like it, it's certainly not going to affect the way I feel about the previous thing that's already there that I love. So, like, I can let it go pretty easy nowadays. Back in the day when I was a teenager and all full of fire and gave a shit about stuff like that, I left the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake because I was pissed off that it wasn't what I wanted it to be. That doesn't make sense. I paid money. I should have stayed longer than I was, the movie. I should have fucking kicked back, as expensive as the tickets were,
Yeah.
And I don't even mind that movie now. I think it's alright, It's not my favorite. My favorite's Texas 2. Always will be. Yeah. Tried and true. I'm an American. That's what I like.
First one.
And it's Tahoe, baby.
I don't care, man. The first one's always the best, man.
Okay. But, anyways, I don't know what else to talk about, guys, so I think we're going to wrap this up. Make sure everybody check out all of our podcasts, ZTOTV podcast.podbean.com, or just look up ZTO-TV podcasts on the internet. Just Google it, and there'll be like a million things that come up. You click on one of them, and, we'll see you next time. Say goodbye. Say goodbye.
See you later. Ending live stream.
And
right
we're
about
ending.
now.
You are listening to ZTO-Radio.
But it's about 1 a.m.
Only been here an hour? Maybe 2 hours?
Yeah, but
You got work tomorrow?
oh, yeah, every day until I die.